the home of the Lions. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Detroit Lions. Kicker Daniel Carlson has this one teed up. And off we go from Ford Field. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Speedster Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Eric Stokes, the corner, there on the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Laporta in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down, coming up.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
At the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
On the ground, here comes Ashton Jeanty. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. 3rd down and 9. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. 3rd down and 9. Working out of the gun, Smith. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Vegas.
And the Raiders 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. One more time with Genty. Scott at the 6. And that sets up 3rd and goal.
6-yard line.
From the shotgun, Smith. Flush to his right. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down. And that brings up 4th down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Never a doubt on that sideline. The offense stays out. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
So the offense dips into their RPO game, and the key for any defense defending it is everybody has to do their job. In this case, it's a give read. The running back gets the ball, and the defense makes a great stop on 4th down.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
I can see from the front and I knew at once I was going to have to walk back by. From the slides, but I be on old net, but I will never.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit. In a moment, it is 2nd and 9. Laporta in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be 3rd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one 1st down. Or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta. They give the Lions the 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, You want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. The Lions call their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. First and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. On play action, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. A pair of first downs gives them first and 10, up at the 40. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Good hustle by the defense. He beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Laporta in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Nice start to the drive. Gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He'll go play action with Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Down the sideline. And they finally catch up to him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 30 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing on his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gibbs. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. That is caught to the goal line and in. Safe grab. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Lions.
Well, Greg, so much for calling a 0-0 shutout. Finally, we get somebody on the board here to start the 2nd half.
Yeah, what was a defensive battle? And you have to think, if you're the defensive coordinators at halftime, you're feeling pretty good about your game plan, probably not making a lot of adjustments. I'll be interested to see now, after allowing that early score, do they continue with what we saw up to this point, or do they have some wrinkles that they can throw to now try to slow down this offense here in the 2nd half?
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run to begin the fourth, and here's Genty. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
16 yards.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game and the ability to make the...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack.
Second down.
On second down, Smith. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second down at the Lions' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
14-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Raiders.
The RPO. That one is complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run, and this one blown up. Good surge from them. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Reynolds now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
32-yard line.
Here's first down. perfect. He'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. That's caught. He is all the way inside the 15. But hold everything. There is a marker down. Now, on 2nd and long. Here's Goff. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. The Lions on their first time out as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. 2nd down, they need 7. Once again, it's Genty. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pick up there of 13. Good for a Raider first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Genty. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Here we go. One final play. A ball deep for the end zone. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' pause.